Hot 99.5 Washington, D.C.'s #1 hit music station. It's me, LBD, and I am honored, ladies and gentlemen, to share the microphone with Pink. Hello, darling.
Hi, baby.
Oh, damn, look at that bling bling. Wait. Oh, no. Show me that bad boy I just saw.
There's nothing there. You just think I'm bull.
Yeah, okay. That's a nice little thing, a little chunky thing, a little thing of little bling-a-bling. But you can buy my house with that bad boy, huh?
My dad said I could trade it in for a trailer.
How are things, my friend?
Things are really interesting.
Why do you say that?
Oh, God.
Do you realize after you do this radio interview, you'll never do another radio interview quite like this one?
Probably.
Uh-huh.
But don't make it hard for everybody else.
No. Okay. All right.
No, do.
Okay,
Let's go there.
You know, we're going to hit the new single a little bit later. Mm-hmm. All right. We'll play a couple of the old tracks. Okay. A couple of the new tracks.
All right.
Tell everybody what you've been doing for the past year and a half.
I have been touring a lot overseas.
Right.
I've been planning a wedding, which is a full-time job. I've been taking.
By the way, I didn't get my invite, but that's all right.
So you wouldn't have liked being thrown in the ocean.
Oh, dude, I'm a Pisces, man. What are you talking about? I'm all about the ocean. I'm a fish. I'm a diver.
But my dad didn't care.
Oh, okay.
He threw me in the ocean.
Is that what he did?
Planned a wedding, made a new record, was touring a lot, filmed a movie.
Nice.
Took care of my 4 beautiful dogs.
Yeah. Sweet. We'll talk about the movie in a bit.
All right.
All right, we're going to get the party started in this joint.
All right.
Gotta take care of a little business. It's me, LBT with Pink, hanging out. Hot 99.5, Washington, D.C.'s #1 hit music station. Hot 99.5, it's me, LBT, hanging out with Pink. Now, what's your question now? Wait, hold on before we do.
I want to know why you would dive with sharks.
Okay, to let everybody know, I am a certified diver, and I'm working my way up to instructor. Okay? So, I'm working on my rescue diving certification. So I asked Pink, because she's sitting in here with a parka on, and it's like, 60 degrees into 65 degrees in the studio. She goes, I don't like it when it's hell. It's going to be hot. So now we get on the subject about the Caribbean and going to dive in the Caribbean and Grand Cayman. You said your mom dives, and I said, I'm a diver. Now that brings us to the story. And then, what's your question now?
Why?
Why go diving with sharks?
Yeah, why? Just why? I mean, I'm interested.
It's cool.
Where's the mentality there? Where's the logic?
It's cool. It's no problem.
What's cool? Have you ever been bitten?
No.
What's cool?
I'm not planning on getting that close.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Barracuda? Schools of them. All over me.
Moray eels?
Moray eels. I got to show you a picture of me holding a moray eel.
There's an absolute reason why our toes are not webbed.
That's one of the reasons?
We are land dwellers.
So, but you said you went diving.
I did, but I almost bit through the mouthpiece, and I did it once.
And you
I'm a person that has to do everything once.
You'll never do it again?
I will decide if I will ever do it twice.
Can't convince you to do it again.
No, you know what? I probably would.
Okay.
That night diving stuff you're talking about,
dude.
Wrong.
Pink, the first time I went night diving, okay, and
so you basically just can't see.
No, you're sitting on the boat and it's dark, first of all. You look out in the water and it's just dark, okay? And then the dive master will hand you a light and say, okay.
Which is the light that attracts the sharks.
Right, exactly.
At the end of the day.
And the big octopus that's there.
Oh, that's great too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get in the water, and as soon as I got in the water, I turned the light on. I went about 60 feet, and all of a sudden I hear the theme of The Godfather. Not The Godfather, of Jaws. And I'm like, with the light going everywhere, which way was it? And the dive master proceeded to make fun of me after the dive because I was such a wuss.
I would have put him in a headlock.
Now, I got to convince you.
Did you ever see Jaws?
I've got the whole string of movies.
How do you...
But that's a fake shark.
Okay. I mean, to each their own.
Fake shark. Now, you live in Cali, right?
I do.
Okay. Well, see, I wouldn't go diving in Cali because of great whites that are sitting on the West Coast.
Great whites migrate. I learned how to surf in Perth, Australia, which is the shark attack capital of the world.
Yes.
And I didn't know that at the time. And I asked the guy that was instructing me, and I said, are there sharks? No worries, mate, there's no sharks here. And then I go to band rehearsal, and they say, you're insane, I thought you were scared of sharks. I'm like, I am, but he said, no worries, mate, there's no sharks here. And then I found out it was the #1 shark attack capital of the world. And that's why I don't trust people like you.
Wow!
Which brings us back to now.
Wow!
And
Okay!
that's how I feel about that.
Okay, well, I guess I can.
But good for you. I mean, if I wasn't scared, I'd probably have a lot more enjoyment out of the ocean.
Won't mess with you.
But I saw a 6-year-old get beaten down by a stingray in Tampa, Florida.
Nice! You know, that's kind of enjoyable. That thought would be seeing a 6-year-old get beaten down by a ray. I got a couple of tracks here off the new album.
Okay.
Long Way to Happy.
Yes.
Also new Who Knew and Nobody Knows. Let's chat a little bit about Long Way to Happy.
Long Way to Happy I did with a singer-songwriter